This is your friendly reminder that buying a purebred dog is not going to make you any happier than getting a mutt or a rescue from the pound. Now, as someone that formerly owned a mutt for 16 years, it's a lab mix before she passed away a couple years ago. My Luna, best dog I ever had was a mutt, and now owns 2 purebreds. I'll tell you that having a dog that loves you in the house and is well trained and listens and is friendly is the most important thing. The breed really is not going to be that important unless it's a breed that you just don't like or you're not comfortable with. And the reason I want to say that to everybody is that if you spend $1,000, $2,000 on a purebred dog, remember that that dog is much more likely to have a number of health issues, especially if you get breeds, and breed specific information is everywhere, that have skin problems, that have diet problems, that traditionally have hip problems, all these things. Where a mutt, being a mix of dogs at a pound, is a dog that is very unlikely to have several of these problems to the degree that a purebred will, because they're a mix of genes. Just like every other species evolves, dogs in nature have evolved to have less of these problems because they're a mix of things. And since we keep breeding and breeding and breeding these very specific breeds, we also are breeding all of these problems into these dogs. And the reason I bring that up is just to say that remember that if you buy a purebred dog from a puppy mill, then that's one dog that is at a shelter, that didn't get picked up, that didn't get a home, that might possibly end up being put down in the future because it couldn't be placed. And there's a lot of loving and wonderful animals out there in shelters all across America that you can go pick up for a $60, $100 adoption fee, or no fee sometimes at different events. Sometimes people are giving them away outside grocery stores or selling them for 20 or 40 bucks in puppies. But being able to pick up a dog that's going to love you and your family, that you can train, and it's going to be a good companion, is the most important thing. And really getting some very fancy breed that you think is going to make you really happy. As just somebody that's had both, I love all my dogs, they've all been great, but there's no real difference and there's no real reason to spend the money. And also you're asking for further problems when it comes to health problems and expenses for the dogs, for these pure breed dogs. Please let me know what you think and if you agree. And also, I know this is an old quote that a lot of celebrities have used, but if you do end up getting any dog, please make sure that you spay or neuter, because there's a ton of dogs that never get the chance to be adopted every year and unfortunately have to be put down because they can't be placed. So if you can, adopt a rescue and, you know, give that dog a home, and you'll also have a home in that dog because that dog will love you and you'll be everything to it. So if you've had a great experience with a rescue, please put it down so that the rest of us can hear about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.